What's up, fams? Welcome back to the channel, and shout out to the notification gang. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, because this is what we do, and we do it daily. So hit that sub button, fams. So a lot of you guys are hitting me up, telling me that some weird stuff was going down on Everyday Struggle. You guys were like, yo, Dom, you got to jump on this. Pause, okay? I made one video earlier today, and I've just been chilling, just relaxing, right? Now, I finally get around to check out this episode. I haven't checked out a few of the episodes the past week or so. I saw the Amber Rose thing and 21 Savage, but I think before that and in between those, I think I've kind of missed some. I'm not really sure, kind of outdated. So I'm hearing from a lot of people that there was some tension on today's episode of Everyday Struggle. Like, people were saying that Joe's beefing with Akademiks, or Nadeska's beefing with Joe, and she's gone like full feminazi over what Amber Rose had to say and this and that. Like, so many conspiracy theories on what was going on. Hell, I even heard people say that somebody must have dug in Sin's cheeks last night, and that's why Joe's so upset. So I'm watching this episode, right? And you can tell that there's definitely some tension on what's going on. I'm reading these comments, like people are saying, yo, Charlemagne is right. Joe Budden is about to explode. So as I'm watching this episode, I believe the episode is like 27 minutes, right? And I'll give Joe this. He probably speaks for 2 minutes out of the 27 minutes, man. I'm just giving him 2 minutes. He was barely speaking at all. And when he did speak, he was like, don't want to talk about it, sipping on his freaking orange juice and coffee as he normally does. He didn't want to talk. He showed up to a talk show, which is his job, and he didn't want to talk. We all know that Joe Budden suffers from depression. So if that is the case, I was like willing to somewhat give him a slide, right? Because I can't really speak on how someone should act if they're dealing with depression, right? I can speak on how someone with a regular chemical balance should act at work. You should show up to work ready to work, right? Well, it seems like some stuff happened behind the scenes, and that's why Joe Budden was acting the way he was. Now, so someone tweeted at Joe, and this was today, and they said, I said a few weeks ago that it seemed like Complex is trying to control what Joe say on Everyday Struggle. I see the change right away. Now, Joe responded with, they'll learn the hard way. Now, this is my guess here. As Joe likes to say on this podcast, he's a conspiracy theorist Joe. I'm putting my hat on, and I'm being conspiracy theorist Dom right now. And I'm thinking that Complex, with that advisory sticker or whatever that thing is that's on the beginning of the episode that keeps getting bigger and bigger, pause, and it stays on the screen a lot longer. And behind the scenes, they're trying to tell Joe to chill out on what he is saying. And that right there, maybe that will somewhat work with Akademiks chilling out. We all know that Akademiks on that show, he doesn't go as hard on that show as he would on Twitch or YouTube. He said that before. But Joe is a maniac. He's going to say whatever's on his mind. I'm thinking this situation that behind the scenes, I'm thinking maybe they're trying to silence Joe. And he got on today's episode and he didn't want to speak, and he wanted to show the people out there how much he actually means to the show. Now, there's a bunch of people out there that are brainwashed, and they think that without Joe, this show is going to move along and it's going to be awesome and this and that. Listen, man, you're not replacing Joe unless you have someone like Charlemagne the God or that type of a person come on the show. I really believe that Joe Budden is the last person that you can actually replace on this show. Akademiks on this show is not even 100% the person that he is on his other platforms. He more so brings like the special analysis, the reporting, the information of the conversation, right? Joe Budden, on the other hand, he brings the behind the scenes knowledge of what happens in the industry. Along with that, he brings the crazy moments of just him just being out there. Like, you never know what you're going to get with this guy. Now, people are already getting tired of Nadeska, man. They're trying to get her out of here. As soon as she started to talk about her feminist views, people are already trying to get her out of here, man. But I want you guys to let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. What do you guys think is happening? like I said, there's a lot of conspiracies on what's going on right here. I believe today's episode was probably just Joe trying to show people out there that if you get rid of him, this is how this show's going to sound. And I'm not going to lie, man, with Akademiks talking the whole time, I think he's great on his other platforms, whether that be YouTube or Twitch. But just hearing him only on today's episode, it just sounded like quack, 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 quack. It just didn't sound right. Both of these two, they come together and they create something special.